Okay, I'm still on page 339. Just going to the bottom part. Determine whether the given value of the variable is a solution of the inequality. So again, we're just checking, plugging in and checking, same directions as before. So here's our inequality. They told us to plug in 0 for s, so I put 0 in for the s. Inequality stays, and minus -1. Is 0 bigger than -1? Well, again, if we show our number line, I'm going to come down here, show the number line. I have 0 and then -1. They said s is 0, and that is further to the right, so it is greater than -1. So we would say this is a solution. Okay, our next one, v equals 1 1/3. So I'm going to plug in 1 1/3 for v, greater or less than or equal to 1 5/6. They both have a 1 in the ones place, but they have fractions. So I want to change those fractions to have common denominators. So I pull out the two denominators, 4 and 6. Find the multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12. Find the multiples of 6, 6, 12. There's our smallest one they have in common. So I need to change 3/4 to have a denominator of 12. And I need to change 5/6 to have a denominator of 12. Okay. Again, this stuff, all this stuff can be done on your scratch paper. It doesn't need to be done in your book. Okay, because I'm going to be erasing because I don't have scratch paper. Okay, but you do, and you can get as much as you want. Okay, 3/4 times 3 times 3. It's going to be 9/12. So in place of the 3/4, I can plug in a 9/12. And then 5/6, I have to multiply by 2. Multiply by 2 gives me 10/12. So they both have a 1 in the ones place, so we can ignore that for the most part. And now we're just comparing the fractional part. 9/12, is that less than or equal to 10/12? Yeah, it's less than. So this is also a solution. Okay. I'll let you try 9 on your own. Next, we have new directions. It just says give 2 solutions of the inequality. So you get a pick. Remember, with inequalities, there's lots of correct answers. So you just need to say 2 of them that will work. So for E has to be less than 3, so E could equal 2, and the inequality would be true. Or E could equal 1, and the inequality would be true. I can make E equal 0 and the inequality would be true. I could make E equal -5 and the inequality would be true. I can make E equal -100 and the inequality would still be true. So as long as it's true, you just need to give 2 examples, even though there's an infinite number of examples you could give. You only need to give 2, but they have to be able to work when you plug them back in. Okay, P is greater than -12. So P could be 5, and that would be true. 5 is bigger than -12. Or P could be -11. -11 would be bigger than -12. It's closer to the 0, so it would be further to the right on a number line. And I'll let you go ahead and do 12. Again, any number you want. So here you see they have a decimal over here, but your y doesn't have to have a decimal in it. It just has to be bigger than or equal to 5.8. In fact, you could make, like we said, y equal 5.8, and that would be a solution because it can even be equal to. But since they just tell you give any 2, you could make y equal 100. It doesn't have to have a decimal in it just because the other side has a decimal in it. It just has to make the inequality true. All right, number 13. A person must be at least 18 years old to vote. The inequality A is greater than or equal to 18 represents possible ages A in years in which a person can vote. Determine whether A equals 18, A equals 17.5, and A equals 91.5 are solutions of the inequality, and tell what the solutions mean. So we're just plugging in. Here's our inequality. A is greater than or equal to 18. They said try 18. Okay. 18 is greater than or equal to 18. Is that true? Yeah, it is equal to, so that checks out. A equals 18 is a solution. Okay, let's try 17.5. So I'm going to take out that and plug in 17.5. 17.5 is less than 18. It's not greater than and it's not equal to. So A equals 17.5 is not a solution. And then we plug in 91.5. Well, yeah, that's a lot bigger than 18. If you're 91.5 years old, you're much older than an 18-year-old. So yes, that would also be a solution. So we can say A equals 18, A equals 91.5 are solutions. A equals 18 means, because it says what do the solutions mean, means an 18-year-old can vote, and A equals 91.5 means a 90.5-year-old can also vote. And then we could go on to even say, but a 17.5-year-old cannot vote. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.